information, and I mean, listen, I had some inside information, and a good friend of mine who trains with Spence and was with Spence like a month beforehand is, pro Spence. He told me, "Nah, Mike." I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "You don't have it." I was like, "What are you talking?" No, he said, Spence is not a shade of what he was.
Huh.
And this is before the fight. This is a while. He's like, "I wish Spence would not take this fight. He's not ready."
Really?
Been in the ring with all that. And I was like, "Really?" And then when I saw Spence, Crawford, I'm like, "Oh, shoot. He don't look like Spence." And then after that fight, I realized he really is not there. His legs wasn't there. There was so much I'm a big fan of Spence, and I followed. And, he's had those accidents and so in sparring and the things that my friend saw that, he told me like a month before, he said he shouldn't fight. And then you start putting it together and you go, think about this logically. Has Bud Crawford looked that dominant against anybody?
Wow. You guys heard it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you come in, smash the like button. Vlad TV, DJ Vlad, has an exclusive with Michael Jai White. He has a new movie coming out. Make sure you guys check that out. And he was asked about the Spence Crawford fight. You guys heard a snippet of what he had to say. He says, Terence Crawford has never looked that dominant versus anybody. And he says, you look at Errol Spence, his legs look gone. He just looked like a shell of his former self, basically. Now, I know the Bud buddies, they're not going to like this, but Michael Jai White says he has inside information where he spoke with somebody. Obviously in situations like this, people aren't going to always name their source, because the moment you do that, it could disrupt relationships, if you will, just based on the fact of the information that's being said was not necessarily positive. He's saying that, Spence is not looking the same. So if that's a close confidant or friend or whatever, Spence might feel a type of way if he finds out who leaked that type of information. You could get disbanded or like shunned from the group. I mean, it's just a lot of complications. So I understand why people don't always name their sources. But he's telling you, he said he heard the information before the fight even happened that Spence, he shouldn't take the fight. Now, I think the thing that Michael Jai White said that was very interesting is he said Terence Crawford has never really looked that dominant previously. And then, he does that to Spence. And the other thing he said in this interview, and I will link to it in the description so you guys check that out. The other thing that he said that I found very interesting was that he says, on top of has Crawford ever looked that dominant versus anybody, he stated that, he had this inside information. And he also said this, which is what I really liked. He said that basically there's a lot of people who were pretending like they knew that was the exact outcome. And he says, come on, man, I don't think anybody anticipated that exactly.
A lot of people were trying to go like, all right, yeah, they knew Crawford was going to do that to him. I don't think anybody knew that. I don't think anybody knew that. But Spence does not even seem like himself. And after that fight, it's not because of the damage he took during the fight. There is a difference. Again, it sounds like I'm taking away stuff from Bud Crawford. But so be it. I believe Spence, and I believe my friend.
Wow. He said, I believe Spence and I believe my friend that something was off, something was wrong, something was amiss. Again, for that interview, check out Vlad TV. Very interesting stuff. Now, the funny thing is, it's cool when they do it. When you got Michael John White and he's saying this stuff, then everybody just listens, and Vlad TV is gonna rack up all the viewership for it and things like that. But when your boy Boxingego says, "Hey, I'm here to address the elephant in the room," something looked up with Spence. It looked like a version of Spence we've never even seen before. A lot of people seemingly had problems with it. A lot of people were like, "No, you're just hating on Crawford." And it's funny because if you listen to, like, I look at tones, I listen to, demeanors. When Michael White is saying this stuff, he don't really sound like he has venom or vitriol, or he hates either guy, Spence or Crawford. It doesn't sound like he's, making excuses from a standpoint of, I dislike or have disdain for Crawford. He's just addressing the elephant in the room. So it is what it is. And I think it's hilarious that when I say similar things, I'm public enemy number one. People said this, and now he's telling you his friend came out and told him that Errol Spence should not take this fight. He also poses the question, when has Crawford looked this dominant? Now, Crawford definitely has, had great performances where he dominated. But the thing is, against somebody who on paper we thought would be a maxed out challenge. Like, you thought Sean Porter would be a solid fight. Even though he was on a 450-day layoff, you thought it'd be a solid fight, and then it was. And then the funny thing is, you have even Crawford who's bragging about it, and he's saying like, "Oh, all the people y'all call bums and said that I fought when I fought nobody, they put up a tougher fight than Errol Spence." So indirectly, he's kind of suggesting, like, he's at least gloating and bragging, the people that I beat them easier. So it kind of falls in line with Michael John White, what he's saying, like, nobody really knew it was going to look exactly like that and look and appear that easy. Something was up with Spence. So he elected to say these things. I got to talk about it. I truly do. So I truly can't wait to see what you guys say in the comment section. Like I said, I give you my honest thoughts. I tell you the elephant in the room. Now you have other people saying it. And he's revealing information that he was privy to, saying that Errol Spence was not the same fighter, shouldn't take the fight. It's not looking the same in sparring. Now, with that being said, I do think you would have to also, I don't know, maybe it was a cash out fight. I don't know. Like, it's just all new and something to think about. But Errol Spence's team and the commission, they allowed him in there to fight whatever condition he was in, whether his reflexes are off or what, whatever the situation is. Nonetheless, it doesn't change. Crawford beat Errol Spence, and it does pose questions in terms of, with this happening, Errol Spence triggered the rematch. So if something is like criminally off with Errol Spence, or he wasn't ready for the fight for whatever reason, is he going to be ready in a rematch? And that's another big question. Some people blame the accident. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think, but I want to give you guys always perspective on my channel. Check out Vlad TV, who did an interview. He frequently collaborates with Michael John White. And let me know what you guys think. All together, YouTube will now show you some videos that I've done in the past. So make sure you guys check those out. Subscribe, and I'm out. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxingego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new, interactive, and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, Gym or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We work.